The Man Who Knew Money, But Never Built Wealth. A story about wasted potential, financial truth, and the cost of jumping lanes. He grew up with money, not wealth, but comfort. His mother was divorced but independent. She held down properties, taught him how credit worked, how interest moved, how to hold on to money when others lost it. His father wasn't flashy, but he was stable, a career man, middle class, union-backed, structured. So from early on, he didn't just live around money, he understood it. By 13, he was reading stock tickers. By 16, he was delivering mail in a brokerage back office. By 19, he was shadowing analysts, shaking hands with portfolio managers, sipping coffee next to men managing millions. Everyone told him the same thing. You're going to be big, just focus, just stay with it. But that was the one thing he couldn't do. Because while he understood money, he didn't understand momentum. He didn't realize success isn't about access. It's about direction, and he never chose one. One year, he wanted to be a stockbroker. The next, a clothing brand. Then ghostwriting business plans, crypto, music, marketing, screenwriting, real estate. He could study anything and look like a pro in a week. He was that sharp. But no matter how strong the start, he never stayed long enough to finish. And here's the thing. Every lane he touched had real potential. He wasn't delusional. He picked good industries. He had a gift for timing, and he got small wins. A consulting gig that paid 5 figures, a viral tweet that brought in clients, a real estate flip that cleared $30,000. But they were sparks. And when you're always switching lanes, sparks don't become fires. He built websites, but never launched funnels. He took courses, but never followed through. He had mentors, but ignored advice. And he was never broke, just always on the edge of something. Every year he said, this is the year. But every year, the focus slipped. And the opportunities faded. Now he's almost 40. He still talks the game. Still dresses sharp, still reads the journal. Still knows which industries are hot. And to the outside, it looks like he's one step away from making it. But inside, he knows the truth. His friends stayed the course. One stuck with stocks and now manages $150 million in assets. Another opened a barbershop at 23 and now owns 5. A quiet kid from college just sold his SaaS company for 8 figures. And him? He's on his 5th rebrand, still pivoting, still almost doing everything. Still chasing the feeling of being on the brink. But here's what nobody told him. Every pivot resets the clock. When you change lanes too often, you lose time, you lose trust, you lose traction, you lose compound interest. Not just in money, but in reputation, execution, credibility. Warren Buffett once said, diversification is protection against ignorance. That's true for investors. But for builders, for creators, for entrepreneurs, focus is the asset. The most valuable currency in today's economy isn't money, it's attention. And if you're always distracted, always pivoting, always halfway in, you're letting your most valuable currency leak. He had good credit, a strong network, a sharp mind, but none of that replaces discipline. None of that replaces staying in the game long enough for compounding to work, because success isn't about doing everything. It's about doing one thing long enough to matter. And if you don't focus, you'll wake up one day, talented, well-connected, respected, and broke. Not broke in spirit, not broke in potential, but broke in execution. Because the money, the freedom, the legacy, it only comes when you stay still long enough to earn it. This is the lesson. Where we don't just talk about money, we talk about what it takes to build freedom. Subscribe for the truth they don't teach in school. And if you're done chasing everything, comment locked in.